gonna dance again. Guilty feet ain't got no rhythm. No, it's easy to pretend. I know you're not a fool. Never known better than to cheat a friend. Waste this chance that I've been given. No, I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. Whoa. Night the music seems so loud. I wish that we could lose this crowd. Maybe it's better this way. We heard the things we want to say. We could have been so good together. We could have made this last forever. Now, who's gonna dance with me? Please stay. Never gonna dance again. Guilty feet ain't got no rhythm. Though it's easy to pretend, but no, you're not a fool. Should've known better than to cheat a friend. Waste the chance that I've been given. No, I'm never gonna dance again the way I danced then. Whoa. Together without your love, I'll be so alone. Without your love, I'm gonna be so alone.
Welcome to Time Tunnel TV. I'm your host Joseph Burke, and today we'll be taking a trip back in time to a place so long ago that time itself didn't exist, where cars, TVs and even the most basic day-to-day objects were unheard of, and the most cherished things in people's lives were angels, or in this case, the story of a particular angel who did something so evil that God himself couldn't forgive him.
You are not near warmth, you are in eternal cold.
The devil is the arch enemy of the human race.
Jesus spoke far more about hell than he did about heaven.
Lucifer. There's something that grasps human freedom and radically corrupts people's ability to choose good. And we call that the devil. We call that the evil one.
The devil is coming to test us and tempt us and try to get us to curse God.
The thing that gets people sent to hell, the thing that's damnable and sinful about them, is the fact that they love, but they love the wrong things.
All the language of hell is kind of shorthand, caricature, trying to talk about moral possibility, about what human life might be like.
Lucifer, son of morning, wanted to be above God. I will be the Most High, he said. Satan is not omniscient. In other words, he cannot be in more than one place at a time, and he cannot read your mind. What we commonly refer to as the devil are really a multitude of fallen angels that turned away from God to pursue evil. So this devil that entered the garden in the form of a snake may or may not be Satan himself.
And they would go on and on and on about the tortures of it, the misery, the pain, the horrible smell, the unending fire, the flesh writhing in agony.
He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest on our show today, visiting from the depths of hell, needing 72 archangels to restrain him. Time Tunnel TV presents the devil himself, our very own Lucifer. So, Lucifer, first of all, brilliant performance there.
Yes,
Brilliant.
I know.
Absolutely. I've got a few questions to ask you, but first of all, how was your journey to Earth?
My journey is always first class.
First class?
Yes, what other way would I travel?
All right, fair play. Now, first of all, everybody always is wanting to ask you this question. Why? First of all, why did you rebel against God?
Well, let me tell you some. The thing was that God is all that God really is an ego. Yes, like all of us.
Yep.
And he has a very, very big ego. And, of course, I have a very big ego, too. Don't we all?
Yep.
Yes, I'm sure you do.
we do.
And we'll work on that later, shall we? I can see it in your eyes, son.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, so he set up this place called Heaven. And I thought it looked rather bad and wasn't very attractive. And I didn't like the way he was doing things. So I realized that I was far more suited to being a leader. And so really, I figured that this is getting very boring and people needed entertainment. And entertainment is what we all want, whether it's horror or death or funny comedy. But people do like horror and death, don't they?
Yeah,
You humans seem to really enjoy it,
Yeah.
don't you?
Some,
So,
what we call evil.
I give them what they want. God gives them a harp, nice music, and God, is it boring up there? So I give people what they really want, which is sex, rock and roll. But we don't need drugs, because we're already too high.
All right, so you didn't actually get thrown out of hell. You left by, heaven. You
Yes,
left by
that old
choice.
story was made up as a media campaign to really disrespect me. I actually chose to leave.
So where did hell actually come from then?
Hell is really a childish notion. For many years, you guys really needed to think it was all fire and brimstone and all of the horns and all of those things. I shall talk about that later. But what the real truth is that people need to have entertainment, and I created something down there that you wouldn't believe. You really want to go there, son. You really do.
Well, on Earth.
If you have a choice, and you may not.
So who decides that?
Don't interrupt me.
Sorry.
If you have a choice, and you may not, you come and see me.
So who decides which humans go to heaven, which to hell?
Well, I have a very good friend of mine called Mephistopheles, and he stands by the gate of heaven. And he shows them now on screen, because we have cable, everything they're going to get down with me. And then he shows them everything they're going to get with God. I always thought God was an interesting title if you spell it backwards.
Dog.
Dog. Somebody's having a joke. But with me, you get the real deal. Come see me. We'll have a lot more fun. We have roller coasters and everything.
Well, everybody has in mind that you hate all human beings. It's sort of a little fact. And you have a lot of people who follow you on Earth.
Indeed.
We call them Satanists.
Yes,
So
indeed.
would you treat those differently? Do you like those, or?
Oh, sure. They get executive treatment if you come down with me and you've already signed up while you're alive. I mean, we run in night school classes in Satanism now. If you really want to have a good time, you want a future, you want to do something that's really interesting, instead of sitting around all day doing nothing, come with me, because you really know that there's a dark side in all of us, isn't there, son?
There is. All right, I'm going to have to stop you there. We'll be back in a moment. But
You really think you can afford to stop me?
we'll find out.
Seriously?
Thanks for that interesting piece of information, Lucifer. We now go over to Dale Coleman for the news.
Thanks, Joe. The 17 men from the Saint Sabbatical case have been trialed and executed for speaking against God. Flowers laid upon their graves were later confiscated by officials representing the case. A snake found in Sparta has been worshipped by a number of people. Locals say it is a grave sin, and rumors have been confirmed that there was indeed an attempted kidnap on the snake in order to sacrifice the serpent to the god Poseidon. In Athens, a young woman has been troubled by distributing nightmares and visions. 21-year-old Aria Baron claims she was touched by an angel 5 days ago, and since then has been predicting the future. There has been a shrine dedicated to Aria, and locals are calling her a prophet of the Lord. Now, I'm sure you're wondering what it was like in heaven at the time Lucifer fell. It's difficult to imagine the torture angels and humans had to go through when heaven itself was struck by tragedy. We go over to Ellie Rodgers for a live report of what happened.
I'm stood outside the gates of heaven where the angel Lucifer fell just mere moments ago, the first time in angelic history. Rumours of Lucifer's hatred for mankind have been known for decades, but no one had been expecting this. Not to this scale, not full banishment from the realms of heaven. It has been confirmed that the Archangel Michael is responsible for Lucifer's banishment, and it does not come as a surprise that he was the one to do it. As the most loyal of God's sons and an older brother to Lucifer, it was his duty to faithfully serve his father and put his little brother in place. Unfortunately, due to angelic laws, I cannot enter heaven, but even from here you can hear the pain and misery of every angel in the garrison. It's panic, it's devastation, it's a full-on universal crisis, and it seems no one, not angel nor human, knows what to do. So what could be next for the angels? Judging by the level of sheer chaos that's going on, I would not dismiss the possibility of a civil war, a war between good and evil, between a server of God and the devil himself. Rumours have also been confirmed that Lucifer is indeed planning on building his own world, a world opposite to heaven in every way, where instead of joy and happiness, the only thing souls can feel is pain. It shall be a world of torture, a never-ending cycle of suffering. Plans of what Lucifer eventually wants to happen to the souls are not clear, but he intends to create an army. And according to the angels, it shall not just be any army, but an army of demons. Quoting Lucifer himself, "My new world shall be known as hell." Archangels have already formed prophecy of what is to come, said to be the new will of God. Castiel, the angel of first day, tells us, "The first seal shall be broken when a righteous man sheds blood in hell. As he breaks, so it shall break." The written prophecy is in Enochian, is being carefully analysed. However, we have no recent updates of what it could mean. There is some defending the fallen angel. Alaric Kelroban from Crete states, "Lucifer has done no wrong. God has been going against us for a long time now. He is not a loving father, and something has to be done about it. Lucifer's new world shall be a good thing. Humans are evil and greedy and deserve to be damned to pay for their dark sins." Mr. Kelroban was later captured and sentenced to death by drowning due to speaking against God. I would not advise people to support Lucifer, if anything, for the sake of their lives. But we ask ourselves, is this really the will of God? Surely if he created us, man and angel alike, he must have intended this to happen. He created Lucifer. Did he create evil? Perhaps he wanted this rebellion and banishment to happen. Perhaps he wanted evil in the world. It's a question that disturbs and terrifies angel and humans, and it is one that perhaps we will never be certain on. I'm Ellie Rodgers, and this is Ed News.
Thanks for that, Ellie. Sympathies go out to the angels. In other news, a new species of animal has been created. A beautiful white creature the angels have called a Kaskan, translated from Enochian to dove. The creature is said to be so pure, not even Lucifer himself can corrupt its beauty. Local priest Father Christopher tells us the creature is in fact the angel Balthazar watching God's creations. It has given mankind hope, a dream that perhaps civilization will be returned to what it is. And we have just received the latest prophecy straight from heaven itself. The righteous man who begins is the only one who can finish it. And I'll leave you with that. That's all from me today. Thank you for watching. Back to Joe in the studio.
Thank you, Dale. Well, you see, after all, there is a little bit of hope for mankind and the angels. Not that that's what we want, of course. Anyway, we're back again with our celebrity guest, Lucifer. Now, Lucifer, you saw in the news report there, heaven's in a pretty dire situation. Is this what you want? Do you want to end mankind and even your brothers?
Yes, well, forgive me for smiling, but yes, indeed, that's the case. Can I just read you a little bit from, very appropriately, the book of Revelations? And this is 2012, which is coming along shortly, isn't it? And
yeah.
it's no surprise that it's from the book of Revelations. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold of the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil, Satan. What? And he bound him for 1,000 years in the pit. And when the 1,000 years had expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth. What do you think's happening now, at this very moment on your televisions?
It's pretty scary.
The Middle East is falling. Gaddafi, one of my old disciples, it was time for him to go. Mubarak in Egypt has gone. They're all going now. Part of the plan, to give false hope.
Oh, well.
And in time, things will come under my control.
And that leads on to demons. You know, are they at your disposal like humans?
Oh, demons were just a myth. It was all part of the act. I mean, really, do you really think that I used to look like this? I mean, good Lord. I mean, can you see in your cameras? I had to wear that for over 2 centuries in the Middle Ages. I mean, people, really. Now things are a lot more sophisticated.
Did you take you portrayed as this red, funny, in some way comical?
Ridiculous. But you people just needed those kind of things, you know, fire, hell, brimstone, all of that. What we're planning now is much more multimedia. The whole thing is coming together beautifully. I mean, it's like a Walt Disney production. People really love what I can offer. You would love it too, son.
So are you actually evil? Would you say
evil? It's an interesting notion. How does one define evil? I really think you should have your cameras on me more often. But evil is give the punters, the people, what they want, because it's true. Evil is inside all of us. I can see it in you, son. I can see it in your eyes.
So there's nothing that humans
You're already
should
interested,
fear.
aren't you?
There's nothing that humans should fear.
No, there's no hope. I make sure that hope is just a joke. I give people a little hope, like they have in the Middle East now, and then I take it away. You watch what happens next.
Okay.
I can save your soul if you want to. Which camera are we on? Which camera are we on? Just to think, I have a vision. I have a really good vision, and it is the vision that is going to save your soul. And that vision is television. And I'm going to be on regularly from now on. And you just need to just listen to me, because don't listen to that other guy. All that's over. There's a new guy in town now.
Is that leading on to your apocalypse then?
The apocalypse? We don't need that, man. You're going to do that to yourself. Just look what's happening in Iran. They've already got themselves a nuclear bomb.
What are these cards you're pulling out here?
I just thought we'd play a little game, you and I. Okay? Because I can see that you could work really well with me. Would you like to choose a card? And this could determine what you do next.
Okay, I'll... This one.
What's that now?
Death.
Interesting, son. Now's your time.
Oh.
And this is the very moment. I actually come here to take you back with me.
Oh.
So, we'll be going after this. Say your goodbyes.
All right, well, that's enough of that. And, well, I can't thank you enough, Lucifer, for coming on the show, even if it may be against your will. We'll look forward to the apocalypse. Well, you're watching Time Tunnel TV. I'll leave you with another spectacular performance from Lucifer himself. I'm your host, Joseph Burke, wishing you a good night. Thank you.
When the fever's high, gonna run all night, I'm gonna run to you, yeah. She says her love for me would never die. But that'll change if she ever finds out about you and I. Oh, but her love is cold. It wouldn't hurt her if she didn't know. But when it gets too much, I'm gonna feel your touch. I'm gonna run to you. I'm gonna run to you. When the beat is right, I'm gonna run all night. I'm gonna run to you, yeah. I'm gonna run to you. I'm gonna